Hi everyone, it's Tanya Wills, midwife in New York City, and I'm here with the next video for my breast cancer project. So today's video is about my second visit to the oncologist, and I should start out this whole video by saying that my hair is falling out and I am holding on to it for dear life. Josh, every single time he sees me pull out some hair, he goes, "You want to go shave it?" And I don't feel ready. And I have known that my hair was going to fall out. And, you know, when I have a separate video about cutting my hair and donating my hair and what that has meant for me and getting a wig and all of those things. But I have to say, I wish my hair wasn't falling out. I know it sounds so stupid. It's not like I wasn't willing to do chemo because my hair would fall out, but I did not think that I would be giving up like a whole body part with my hair, and that is totally what it feels like right now. So anyway, if you are thinking about losing your hair because you're going to go through cancer treatment or you're going through it right now, I just want to say to you, my sister, that I feel you. I thought it would be easier. Anyway, what I'm told is going to happen is that I'm going to get fed up with my hair being all over the place, and eventually I'll shave my head and then I'll feel free. But right now I'm just holding on for dear life. So it's been falling out for about like 3 or 4 days now. So I'll keep you posted on that. So I had my second chemo session on Wednesday, and today is Monday, so it's been a few days, and I'm finally just starting to come out of the fog a little bit. What I experienced with this particular second dose of AC chemo is a lot more fatigue than last time, just total brain fog. You know, my eyes just like want to be closed all the time. I feel very awake right now, but I can feel it kind of in the back of my head, like it wants to take over. That brain fog wants to take over. So that is frustrating because I have desire to do many things, and my body is like, be laying down with your eyes closed. Like I can't even watch TV. Like I can't keep my eyes open. It's all so boring. So, you know, I was hoping I would watch like lots of shitty TV, and like I can't even do that. So that's that. My stomach hurts a little bit more this time too, but I'm managing okay. I did manage to teach one childbirth class yesterday, but then the second class I slept through the entire thing. So it was a lot. I'm getting ready to see a client in a few minutes too for lactation. I hope my brain holds up. So I went last Wednesday, and the first thing that I did that day was go for a breast MRI guided biopsy of my left breast. I had an MRI a couple of weeks ago, mainly because my oncologist didn't have any radiographic evidence that showed that they had gotten all the cancer from my surgeon, and they did an MRI and they found 2 spots that they wanted to biopsy because one's not enough. This is what happens. You do the biopsy. I had the biopsy. It went well. The radiologist was amazing. I already talked about it in another video about how I took Advan that day for the biopsy, and it was great, so I didn't care. And I did that. And then I went for to see my oncologist. So I got to the oncologist, and they called me in the back, and I sat in the back, and they have you put on a robe because I guess my oncologist was going to do a breast exam. And I'm waiting for my oncologist to come in, and a man walked into the room. Like a thing happened. For the first time ever, a man wearing a lab coat, which to me is the patriarchy uniform, walked into my room and introduced himself as one of the fellows, and also had a medical student with him. The medical student was a woman who was lovely, and I don't remember if she was wearing a coat or not. But he was, and one of my best friends, Sarah Lovell, was with me, and she said, "Tanya, your face when a man walked into the room was just like, are you kidding me?" So listen, I teach people to advocate for themselves all the time and to get with care providers that they feel good about, and that if there's a resident or a fellow or a student that is in the room that they don't want to be there, to advocate for themselves and to say no. And I did not do that. And the pressure that I felt sitting on that table to allow this person to complete their exercise of asking me questions about my breast cancer was huge. I felt like saying, actually, I'm so sorry, you're the patriarchy and I'm not going to be doing this with you. It felt like I was being unfair to him. And I felt like I was not going to be a nice person if I said, actually, I'd rather just see my doctor. Thanks so much. I wish you all the best in your studies. But I didn't say that. Instead, I had a conversation with him, which was very awkward. He was just asking me questions about symptoms and how I was feeling, and this was like not medically necessary and like not productive in any way. Like, in case you're new to kind of like the medical hierarchy of the way things go, you know, people who become doctors, they go through 4 years of undergrad, then they go through 4 years of medical school, and then they get their MD, and then after that they match for their residency, so they go through 4 years of residency. And then if you want to specialize in something like oncology, then you would do like an additional, you know, 2, 3, 4 years of fellowship, depending on what kind of medicine you wanted to do. So this is somebody who is already an MD and has already done 4 years of patient care in residency. So I assume this would be somebody who was just really, really good, and that is not what happened. What wound up happening is that after he asked me a bunch of questions that I was really annoyed at answering, he asked if he could do, so he was going to do a physical exam, so he listened to my heart and lungs, and palpated my collarbone, and then said, okay, so now is the time when I do the breast exam. If you want to, you can wait for your doctor to do that. And I consented, sort of. I mean, I said, no, I think it's okay, you can do the exam. And he gave me a breast exam, and I just want you to know that, like, guys, I'm a midwife. I do breast exams professionally on people, and when you do a breast exam, you're looking to find something like a lump or something in somebody's breast. And the exam that this particular fellow gave me would find nothing. Like, I could have taught him how to do this exam. It was totally unacceptable, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, anyway, then he left, and then my doctor came in and was totally amazing, and he came in and listened, and that was that. Why am I talking about this? He didn't do anything wrong, except for what the hell business does this guy have with my breast cancer? And the truth is, I don't even know if like he wants to, do his work in breast cancer. It didn't seem like he was very interested in my breast cancer. So I have no idea where this person is headed. But I just wanted to say, like, if you know me and you know anything about me and how much I encourage people to advocate for their own best interests, just know that, like, in that room at that moment, even I was like, oh, you know what? I don't want to shake any cages. I don't want to be a difficult patient. It's okay. The fellow can see me. It's okay that he's a man. I can get over it. I'm not over it. I'm sitting here talking to you about it. Yet again. If you prefer to have a woman take care of you, that is what makes you feel the most comfortable. I know for me, I know when I'm talking about my symptoms to another woman, I feel like she really hears me. I really do, because she has that same lived experience that I do as a woman. So for me, that's what I want. And I did text my nurse after I saw the doctor that day and say, hey, by the way, I met the fellow and it was a guy. And then she said, oh yeah, whatever. And then I sort of said, like, hey, like, does this have to happen? And she said, don't worry, next time the nurse practitioner will see you. So just like that, in 2 seconds, I anticipate that I won't be seeing a whole bunch of men from this point on. I just thought that that was really important to talk about, because even me, there was just like a man-woman like dynamic where I just kind of felt like, this is bullshit that you're even asking me these questions, and that he sensed that I knew that. And I could tell that he was sort of like, oh, okay, here's a woman who doesn't want to answer my questions. So that's what it felt like to me. It may not have been the reality of what he was thinking. It doesn't matter what he was thinking. It only matters what I was thinking, because I'm the patient and this is my video, so I get to say that. So I wanted to confess that. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is that since today is Monday, I did get the results of my biopsy. So if you're wondering about that, what they found was they biopsied 2 spots, and one of them was benign and the other one was DCIS, which is ductal carcinoma in situ. I was actually expecting both of them to be DCIS, so I'm kind of relieved that it was only one. DCIS is basically what they call stage 0 cancer. It's non-invasive. It's a precancerous condition that, if left unchecked, will become invasive. So that a small spot in my breast, in my left. It's in the same breast, everything on my left side. My right breast is good. If you're watching this video and your right breast is no good, you take mine because mine's good. It's in my left breast on the same side, but it is in a different place. So I texted with my nurse this morning and they're going to be referring me to a surgeon at Sloan Kettering. I don't feel like I want to go back to my old surgeon at this point, considering that she left a 0.5 centimeter cancerous spot in my breast after all of the imaging and all of the surgery that we did. She still left a pretty significant thing there. So I would rather just stay with the team that I have now, and that's what my plan is going to be. So I'm going to be having a consult with a surgeon hopefully very, very soon to plan for some kind of surgery after I finish chemo at the end of April. I don't know if it's going to be another lumpectomy or if I'm going to need a mastectomy on that side because it's a new spot. So I will be reading up in the medical literature this week, so that way my mind is kind of prepared for what might come out of the surgeon's mouth, because surprises suck. And the last surprise that I ever want is the one where I found out that I had cancer in my lymph node. That's it. No more surprises. So that's the plan. I'm going to see a surgeon and I will keep you posted when I have that. I already requested that it be a woman and that it be somebody awesome, and they said absolutely we can arrange that for you. So that is the plan. I'm going to get ready to go see my client right now. Still doing okay, so I'm like maybe 5 days past chemo now. I'll be keeping you posted with everything in this chemo round, what happens with my surgeon next, and when I'm going to let go of this hair. I'm just still not sure. Anyway, if you like what you're seeing here, definitely subscribe and click the bell so that way you can keep track of my cancer project. See you next time.